Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Railway Empire Crossing the Andes. I've got some trains up and running on these lines now, both freight and passenger services running between our two towns here. Lima is at 55,000 people and needs a little bit of a nudge to get to 60. It's starting to go back up again now, very, very slightly, now that we've got goods and stuff coming in, which is what we needed. Johnson Farm, you can see here we have this 4-lane setup here. We've got freight trains running in there now, which is good, which is what we wanted. See our passenger there holding each other up. There's one of our goods trains coming through. It's got wood on the back of it. That'll free up that express train there. I've got 3 or 4, I think 4 express trains running on the passenger service between the two towns. Why is he still waiting? Ah, yeah. Because it's such a long, twisty thing, what I did was I kind of created just this single dual lane pass through the mountains, and then it gets to here, and that's where it splits out into 2 lanes for each traffic type. So this should free this train up in just a second. Let's take a bid on that. Don Lorenzo trying to outbid us. He should stop now, I think. Yeah, there we go.
Are you looking to play with the big boys? So what now?
So that should free up this train here, which it has done. You know what, I'm going to ride along with that train. Because we haven't really done that in a while. Go. We've got a very picturesque little route here that runs around the base of the mountain, along the river, like that. Beautiful little line there, and then it splits, and there's the next train waiting to come through. Excellent. So that's working quite nicely. It's a bit of a long stretch before they can get going again. I might have to put a small passing loop in just here, just to speed things up a bit. In fact, we will do that very quickly, just to help speed over the turnover of these trains. But I don't really want to go too far into the mountain. Oh, why doesn't that want to work? Ah, there we go. I just need a decent, short, single little passing loop here. That should do. That should be long enough, I think. And then I need to match that on the opposite side for any freight trains that need to pass each other. I don't have freight running between the two towns yet. That's the next thing that needs to be set up. But I want to try and get back onto what we were supposed to be doing last time out. Trying to get this passing loop here. There we go, that one's a bit longer. So I need signals on that, or else it's just going to cause problems. Still not 100% convinced that's going to be long enough. Hopefully it will be. You know, I'm going to see if I can get that a little bit closer again. Just doesn't want to do it, does it? There we go, make it slightly longer. Not by much. Signals. Yeah, it just gives us a little bit more length, but not a lot more, but it should hopefully be enough. These aren't full-length trains, so if the service gets really busy and the trains get full length, then yes, it's going to be okay. We've got a train here waiting for clearance. Which train is that? I think it's this one. No, it's this one here waiting for clearance. There it is. So that's the 4th train finally getting unleashed on this line here. Now that I've put that little break point in. Very quickly, before we go back to working where we were, let's try and buy out a bit more of Don Lorenzo.
Go away.
39%.
How many times do I have to say it?
What is that up there? Accelerate train maintenance. Yes. Let Don Lorenzo buy the business. That's fine. How are we doing objective-wise? Oh, another auction popping up. Deploy 20 express trains at the same time. We still only have 23 express trains. I don't... Maybe I'm missing what the definition of an express is supposed to be. I don't know. So we're down here, anyway, in Viedma. So we need to carry on our reconstruction of this area over here. And really start improving our services. So where did we get to when we were doing our reconstructive work? So this was the freight line. So let's bring the freight line around. There. Let's reconstruct this as best we can. Bar here blank. That station needs to be expanded to 2 tracks. We'll put in a maintenance shed there as well. What about over here? We've got a big 4-track station over there. So let's go to demolish. Track construction. Going to bring that in on the bottom line. There's our freight line. So to fix this, I need a passing loop on this side here. So it's currently going there. It needs to be here. And then I just need to take out these switch over points here. There we go. And we're relocating our passenger passing loops onto the lower path rather than the top path. So I need to let them run through for a moment. Clear this section. Of course he would stop for a refuel, wouldn't he? Personnel. A reporter. Target Don Lorenzo. Again, we want to lower his value over the next few weeks so that we can try and buy his shares at a slightly cheaper price. Train clears that section, so that should free up this train to start moving. Why isn't it moving?
You shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna feed your reporter to the fishes.
Ah. No, that should be moving. Why isn't it moving? Waiting for the Cordoba Rosario train. Or Cordoba, sorry. That's the wrong one. Why is this... That's waiting for Buenos Aires Bahia Blanca 1. It's waiting for this train to come out of the station. Okay.
It's either bad staff or poor materials, or both.
Ha! The time in which the rail transport is completely in our hands will come soon.
Okay, so that train's gone through. That one's restarting. Okay. Oh, come on. This isn't... I didn't put signals in the new... Oh, damn it. He's now on the wrong line. Of course he is. Let's put a stop signal there. That should get him to stop. No, he's going straight through. Okay, so we can at least correct the signals over here. Get these the right way round. Like that. This is frustrating when I want to kind of clear this section of track and I can't. What I can do though, I suppose, is just build a new passing loop. Didn't quite work the way I wanted it to, but it gets that bit free there. So now I can re-signal this one. That's going to go that way to take that out. It still won't let me do it. I've got to wait for him to clear. Oh, come on, hurry up and clear. Oh, I've got another train coming in. Oh. Whoa. Train just whizzed through when he shouldn't have done that. That was a bit weird. Demolish. Right, now, maybe, finally, I can take that out. Yes. Which means I can take that out. Excellent. Alright, so he's already on the on the wrong line, but that's fine. We can't really do anything about that yet. But what we can do is we can drop in our directional signals there. Like that. And then I can signal there. So he'll continue through now, I think. He should take priority over the other train, if there is another one waiting. We can go to track construction. We can now complete freight line as an actual line. Like that. Oh, they're going in the same direction. That's good. And then as we come down here, again, I've got some clear track now, so I can rebuild the passing loop. So we start it about here. We'll bring it down to here. Doesn't need to be too big, just big enough. Let's take out that. We now have a freight line connecting this area, and we need to make sure that our trains don't get confused. So I need to take that signal out, because it shouldn't be there. Put our signals in here. Like so. And we've now got a working freight and passenger line connection through here. Buenos Aires cannot be reached. That's because of those signals. Right, now he can get through. As soon as he gets off there, then we can re-signal that piece of track, because he was trying to go against the direction. I thought he could just carry on through, but because there were too many signals, he couldn't. Now we can re-signal it. There we go. Next one there. Next one there. And the next one there. Awesome. So, passenger services are fixed. We've got not much running this way here, so we've got complete kind of control over here. We've got him onto the right platform now, so we can bring this along here like so. This is passengers, so we want them to come in on that platform. We want to have two separate bridges, because again, don't forget, you can't stack bridges. Like that. Why is that going in on that outside line like that? That's a bit strange. Alright, we need to rebuild the passenger link first. Now we've got the passing loop, we may as well just take that all the way along and connect there, like that. Why am I getting a parallel issue? That doesn't tell me it's too close to the... So I've got a broken track. Really? Oh, this is so frustrating at times. that doesn't want to run parallel. There we go. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Now that won't run parallel. It won't even go across at all, look. Oh. So we've built this station and we can't use the damn thing. That is absolutely ridiculous. Let's put in a smaller station. Right, so we've got to do some major reconstruction over here again. So these are my 2 passenger lines. So that is the main line, the top one there. So that needs to go in like that. That's the freight line. Let's bring that in and across. Why won't that connect? Seriously? Why won't that connect? Because there's already a part of the other track that's got a bit of a bridge on it. This game does not do itself any favours sometimes, it really doesn't. I can't even connect this back up now. Right. Signals are in place, that one's not square. Mind you, there's that one. So there's the run into Vietnam. Okay. That was hassle. Well, we got it eventually. Okay, so we've got our freight running that way and our passenger running that way. I had a whole load of trains that broke. I might have to fix those again in a minute. Or are they just saying that they're in danger of being... Oh yeah, there's faster locos available. Alright, let's do that. Let's find all of our express trains and we'll upgrade them again, this time to Super Hudsons. But we're going to do it manually like this because...
Whatever you're doing,
again.
The reporter has it covered.
Faster locomotive is available. I don't have the faster locomotive. He's unlocked the diesel, isn't he? I bet that's what it is. I bet he's unlocked the... Trying to steal something from Don Lorenzo. I bet he's unlocked that diesel, which is going to be a more powerful engine. We're still a few points away from that yet. 86 miles an hour. Yeah, he must have access to that. Increase the top speed of my trains on bends by 20%. Yes. Right, let's get back onto this. What's that saying? No suitable...
Keep your spies on a leash.
I got it. I just got the EMD unit from him.
So
Oh,
let's
that's
go with it.
amazing. Right.
My headhunter has recruited an employee from you.
Okay, we are managing all of our trains. All of our passenger services are getting the EMD. Oh, that's Texas. That's freight. Freight. It's passengers.
Do you know why your train was so fast? Because my people were right on its wheels.
Services are going to be so fast. He's bought 1% more in our company. That's fair enough. That's freight. That's express. I can't see that one, but there's a conductor, so it must be express. That's express. That's
The
express.
speed record? Don't make me laugh. You've paid someone off. The result is wrong.
This EMD is shattering speed records. That's brilliant. I'm going to start replacing these older trains here as well with Texas. It's cost me a fortune to do all that, but it's going to be worth it. The sheer speed increase on our lines is going to really generate a lot more income really quickly. I hope. That's the plan anyway. Almost got enough money to replace this one as well. There we go.
It's either bad staff or poor materials, or both.
Try and get a Texas on that one. That one needs a Texas as well. Need a little bit more cash to replace it. See, it's struggling. There we go. It immediately starts moving a lot faster. That's good. Awesome. Okay. 94 miles an hour with a Super Hudson. 107 miles an hour with the EMD. Ah, those speed records are tumbling. Right. I need to get wood into this place, don't I? So now that we've got the freight line in place, we can actually finally get back to what we were trying to do, and that's build up this business over here. So I want...
How many businesses do you want to connect?
He's really not happy about the fact that we're starting to really kick on and sort this out. So that wants to go in there. I just want to double check. Am I on the right line? The top line should be freight. Yes, top line is freight. That's good. So we'll get that in there like that. We'll have a train running back and forth. I've got corn over there. And there's also... Is that wool? Llama wool? I think it is. We're going to build... Can I do it with a smaller station? Yes, I can. Excellent. Good, because I'm almost out of cash. Brilliant. There we go. That's going to come down into here as well. That's going to have to come off this line here somewhere. I'm pretty much out of cash again, so I can set the line up for there. Route options, freight only. Don't really need to do that, but we'll do it anyway. I'll just get a Mikado on that because it's a bit smaller and it's cheaper and we can get it running. Viedma needs a maintenance shed. Oh, look how much cash we're up to already, look. That's insane. We paused for literally a second or a couple of seconds and that cash came rocketing straight back in again. That's brilliant. So we'll build that line there like that. It's a really long route. So we want to have trains that run in both directions. We don't want just one train. It'll take forever for anything to get done. And we may well need a passing loop on here, so we'll just build it just in case. Certainly going to need a supply tower or two. There's a better way of doing this. Possibly. Just long enough for a supply tower to go in. Like that. It's a bit too sharp a turn, I think. That's a shame. But I can do that. And then we can put our supply tower in just there. So this is where it gets a bit more tricky again. So I need directional signals that way, and I'll come back a bit that way. That doesn't want a directional signal, but it does want a weight signal. And then this is where this wants directional signals. And then we'll have to put passing loops on each of those. To let him run through to the next one. Oh, I kind of broke him a bit. So he's disappeared. He's going to reappear somewhere else on the route. Oh, he's come back there. Look, he's reappeared back there. Okay, that's fine. Let's get our passing loops in place over here. So we'll have to wait till we get over the bridge. We'll put one in here between the bridges. Same on the opposite side. And business-wise, you know, we're in a position where we're making a ton of money. We don't need to do this for money. What we need to do is we need to build up specific cities so that we can get that objective done, where we need to have an attraction in 5 cities that we have a station in. So the only way to get the populations up is to make sure that we're providing them with the right goods and services as well as passenger services. It's not just, you know, a question of having lots of fast passenger trains. We need to make sure that the goods needed to fuel the expansion of a city are there as well. And the quicker we can get those in, the quicker the city can grow. So we need to make that. I see what I've done here is because of those signals there. Let's take those out. They need to be just stop signals. That's what those ones need to be. And then these ones, these are the directional signals that we need. So that needs to be that way. Oops. That way. That way. That way. Run those through there. Same again over here. Okay, and then into the stop there. Let's put in, because it's a bit of a long route, and it'll help out. Let's put a maintenance shed there. We need new trains to run from Baker Preserve into Viedma. Don't need to bother with the freight. I just need to make sure that I've got a good loco attached. Let's go with a Texas because it's a long route. And just to help out with supplies, we'll stick a supply tower in just there as well. Let's see, Don Lorenzo buying up more of our company. Okay, so this train here, rail line, the reason I've done it like this is I want this line here to be the corn line. So we're leaving Baker Preserve, and this is going to be nothing but corn. So we'll cancel the other product. And that way I can clone that train. There we go.
You don't look so dangerous to me with this train.
Promoter's one of the new ones, isn't he? Promoter. Utilised in all cities with a great number of new citizens. Ah. I want him to boost Viedma. There we go. And then this line here, so we just go back to rail line again. Baker Preserves. Want him on corn. And nothing but wool. And then we keep the other line here clear for when we do want wool. And that'll go in on the opposite line. So I've got my one train running on here, haven't I? Oh, no, take that waypoint off. Yes, there it is. Excellent. So, Viedma. Population is about to hit 60,000. As soon as it does, there we go. We can stick an attraction in here. So let's go with a nice tree attraction. We'll plonk that there. Lovely stuff. There is our little attraction. Isn't that pretty? Looks like the front of a... I'm not sure what that is. Is that a cannon? I can't really get the camera down close enough to have a proper look at it. Or is it the front of a train? It might be the front of a train. Yeah, it is. It's the front of a train, but coming out of the ground at an angle. Okay, so Viedma is taken care of. Bahia Blanca. Where is the nearest meat source? There it is. Let's get some meat going into Bahia Blanca. We're going to need a passing loop here. So I put that there like that. Okay. And then I want a station over there as well. Let's work on that. In fact, before I do anything else, buy up a bit more of Don Lorenzo's company. Buy another 5% of his shares for $1 million. We are slowly getting ready to take him out completely. I'm going to go preemptive. I'm going to do that just in case another town needs the sugar. We've already got a connection that way. Of course, it does mean I've got no money left for track. This needs to come down like that. We can't build it yet, so I'm going to have to wait. Shouldn't take long. There we go. Look at that cash rolling in. Go back to track building. Now we can build that. And again, we've got the choice here. We can run different goods out of each platform in each direction. So we'll have one platform for cows, one for sugarcane. We're just going to run the cow line for now. That's all we need to do. Let's put in a supply tower, because there isn't one on the route. And is there space for one in here? Well, those lines aren't parallel. That's why it's not letting me put one in. You see, they're parallel there, and then they get to there and they're not parallel. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have a supply tower there on the main route, so we don't need another one there, but we will put one in on this corner. Actually, no. We'll put it here. I'll put it there, so that trains coming in this way can use it as well. Yeah, that'll do. Signals next. Yeah, more signaling. Signaling never ends. I need to put in a stop signal on either side. Oh no, just on that side there, and then I need a stop signal on either of those, like that. We've got our passing loop. And I'm going to run from Parker Breeding into Bahia Blanca, and I want that on, can't see what platform it is. Track 1. There we go. Yeah, that's the right track. And save and end. Let's get a Texas on that because I want it to be a fast service. I need to signal those passing loops over here, don't I? Like that. Okay, and then this train here, I'm going to clone the train, but I'm going to send that out of track 2. And again, focus on cows.
My reporter has found a few skeletons in your closet.
Okay, excellent stuff. So we've got meat going into Bahia Blanca. That can hopefully improve that there. Let's see what points we've got. What can we haven't looked on the company and construction for a while yet, have we? Lower the cost of successful auctions retroactively. Reduce the construction of bridges. We've already got that. Increase the monthly gain of innovation points. Might as well. So he's got to wait now until the other train. Meat industry in Iquique. We own Iquique. So we've bought the meat industry. Where is Iquique? I can't remember. I want to see, has this city up here, Lima, increased enough yet? No, population hasn't really changed. They want wood for paper. Do I have wood coming in? I've got 2 logging trains coming in at the moment. We need to get more, I think. Johnson's Farm to Lima. The hell? Why is he all the way over there? I need to inspect that line. What the hell is he doing all the way over there? I'm going to get rid of the whole route and start it again. Set up rail line. Johnson's Farm to Lima. Come on, just let me win this. Be done with it. I'm in the middle of trying to do something. These auctions always start when I'm in the middle of doing something.
Why are you getting in my way again?
Why? Is it trying to make the train go all the way out there on the return loop? It's got to be something to do with signalling. Lima Johnson Farm. There we go. Let's move Johnson Farm to the top so it starts there. Where is the train? The train is all the way over there, isn't it? Manage train. Scrap it. New train. I'm lost. I've clicked somewhere by mistake and I don't know where I am now. That's Santa Cruz. Right, okay, let's try and do this again. Go from Johnson's Farm. And there, and that's it. Yeah, that's fine. Removing those signals fixed the issue. Route options, it's all fine. Add train, let's add a Texas. And we'll just amend the line from here so that next time it goes from track 3 instead. So those signals that we did have were causing some problems because they were directionals. Let's see if I can...
You don't look so dangerous to me with this train.
I'll stop signal there. I can't put one there at the moment because the train's just going through the signal, I think. Actually saw it flash green for a second then. Right. Hopefully that'll fix the issue. We are almost out of time again. But we finally have corn going into Lima. Properly going into Lima. See, there's a demand for... a desire, I think, for beer. And they just haven't had the supply, so that should help. That brewery should now start kicking out quite quickly. We've got a lot in stock. You see, we've got 23 in stock. A lot of paper in stock. What do they want? I need to think about this. And we're out of time as well, so that's it for this particular episode. We'll try and conquer Lima and get Lima upgraded to a city with an attraction in the next episode. So thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Railway Empire Crossing the Andes very soon.